Good afternoon, everybody. It's been a long day so far. Thank you so much for staying with us. We wanted to first thank our amazing host in this great location for hosting us today, Noah for all the work, the whole mission, and everyone here for having us today. So really thank you very much for all that. When I think about the words, the future of sports, I think about the words, the future of video, because I think when it comes to the world of sports, it is a video-first space. There's, I can't think of anything else besides pure entertainment of movies that is so heavily engaged in the world of video. And ironically, when you think about video in the world, and people talk about the explosion of video on the web, it still very much has not progressed since the 1950s. In the 1950s, we started watching video, and it was a completely passive experience. And if you look at the way people mostly are engaging with video today, and that word engaging that has been used a lot today, it has been it's still, for the most part, a passive experience. I still watch a video. What we've done is we've taken that television format, brought it into the digital world, but left behind all the amazing benefits that exist within the world of the internet. Everything else we do is always interactive. I'm always looking up things, especially in the world of sports. My kids watch sports all the time. We're big football fans, baseball fans, and while they're watching it, they're following their fantasy teams. They're looking at stats, right? So inherently, all the video that we're showing and all the content that we're creating is amazing because we're watching it, but there's so much more and so many other pieces of media that we can be combining into it in a video-first type of a methodology. And that's what we do here at Viewbix. At Viewbix, we've built an impactful interactive video platform that allows broadcasters, companies to take video and add to it multiple elements to create a very interactive video screen for the main purpose of collecting the data around it. The data around video is tremendous, and especially if you can combine actions with video, you're able to get a complete picture of exactly what people are doing while they're watching the video, what in the video is getting people to take actions, what in the video is getting getting people to take actions that might be, not so obvious. I think of a great example recently, especially in the Mexican sports arena. Andy Ruiz Jr., who just beat Anthony Joshua in that amazing boxing match. He was a relatively unknown boxer, right? And I can imagine while people are watching the boxing match, at the beginning, they'd probably want to find out more about him. And as that match went on, there was more and more interest in getting more of the background story of who that boxer is. And if you do it in a way that you can combine the video and the other elements inside of it, you're able to measure at what points in the video people are taking those actions, right? So when you talk about the way we measure video, most people are measuring video today when it comes to view metrics. And again, this goes back to what I started. The view metric is important. Obviously, you want to know how many people are watching your videos and what percentage of the videos are being watched. But those metrics are very, very limited in terms of the bar that you're giving to the success of a video. Because the true success of a video is based on the actions that are coming out of that video. Every video that I put out there, I want people to go ahead and either engage deeper in the team, become a fan, join a mailing list, get more information. So by adding those elements into it, you're able to not only obtain a higher ROI and KPIs and achieve your KPIs around the video, but you're also able to now become better storytellers and work with both your creative teams and the marketing teams to create a better experience. And we do that by adding this layer of interactivity on top of a video. It works on any device. It does not require any downloads. It's natural within the player itself. When someone comes to a site and starts watching a video, they're able to go ahead and engage with different elements that are there. Again, whether you're in the world of sports, whether it's stats, whether it's to join a fan mailing list, whether it's go ahead and to order food to the home while you're going out and watching that video. You're doing it all within the framework of the video itself. So I put together a couple of use cases. I can't show you the video over here right now, but you'll notice that on the screen is a blue line over here in this example. This happens to be for an ad that was running. And you notice that the blue line is a very specific point when people are taking actions. And if you come over, I can show you exactly the video that's there. But by adding this layer of interactivity, and over here, there was one simple engagement that people that this advertiser wanted to do, which was to get you to go ahead and go to their site. There was one point in the video which caused all of that action. And if you know what that point is, especially on a short video frame, you can when you're creating that story, you can say, let me start with that at the beginning and then lead on afterwards, give people more time to take actions. The next example is a little more of a long form video that a client has, where they have a cold brew coffee maker and they have many different type of appliances, and there are also specific points within the video that people are taking actions. When you look through this video, it's the same graphic image in each of those points where people are taking the action to go ahead and buy the product. So every video that we create, and as people that are in the business of creating videos to engage people, what is it inside the video that's truly engaging the viewer? What is it that's causing them to, number one, take an action? And what are those other actions that you want to put in there to allow people to delve deeper into the video itself? So at the end of the day, by combining actions and video together, you're becoming better storytellers. You're becoming better videographers. You're getting a deeper relationship with your viewers, and you're able to give them, at that one point, if you think about it, instead of putting your video on a website, you're putting all the other types of media within the video player itself. And that is the true future of what video is. Video is never meant on the web to be a completely passive experience, but by combining those actions in the video and measuring it along that timeline, you're able to collect a tremendous amount of data to understand what people are watching, what is it about what they're watching is engaging them, what is it about what they're watching is interesting to them, and what other elements can I show them in that media to help them become more engaged with my product, brand, or team. There are many use cases in the world of sports. Again, like we said, whether you're talking about stats, nowadays in the world of sports betting, there's a whole element when it comes to sports betting of the different types of elements that people want to look at. And instead of letting people go all around, lose their focus on where they're watching, whether it's the video or on your site, to bring it all into one place, you'll create a much more optimized experience for all your viewers. The product works on any platform. The product works seamlessly. Like I said, there's no download needed. We have a ton of clients that are currently using it. We are, fairly new in the world of sports. We've been very much in the world of enterprises up until now. This is our first foray into Latin America, and we were actually looking for companies here to go ahead and work with them on a pilot campaign to go ahead and work with our technology to go ahead and show them how they can constantly improve both the engagement and the KPIs that they're getting from their videos itself. Thank you very much for your time today. I'm here if anybody has any questions.
And can I ask a question? Can you give us an example about, like, you had the blender there?
Yep.
Can you give us how you can know what people are watching when they are watching the blender video?
Oh, sure. So basically, if I go back to the Blender example over there, so on that player there were different calls to actions. It was a little hard to see in the screen, but they were showing the video, and there were certain calls to actions. One was to find a retailer, so that there was a button there to find a retailer, and there was another banner that they had on the bottom. And you can have different types of layouts, different types of engagements. And what happens is, as the video is playing, the viewers are clicking on those different engagements that you put out there. And by the way, you can create a timeline that pushes different engagements out at certain times. And when someone clicks on the video, we correlate at what point in the video they took an action, and also what the action was. So you can constantly understand what things people are interested in and not. And because it's fully dynamic, you can make changes on the fly, and it both works in the world of live and video on demand. So you're basically combining that whole click world of action with the whole passive world of video together to create a whole new data set that people didn't have beforehand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y ahora damos la bienvenida a nuestra última empresa de este bloque. Por favor, recibamos a WSC Sports.
Thank you very much. Great. Okay, so I'm less for today. Hopefully you still have